I'm fine, thanks. And you?
Pretty good, thanks to you. How was your day? How was today?
My day was harder.
Was hard? Why?
Because many yep.
Okay, so it was hard and busy.
Yes. Hard.
Okay, was hard and busy. Okay, well, sometimes happen. Um, so by the way, now we are getting to the end of the weekend. So it's Thursday, tomorrow Friday, no? And next Saturday and Sunday. So whoopee. So we have one more day more to work. Well,
Yes.
maybe tomorrow and Saturday too, but we are near to the weekend. Okay, so the last class
Yes.
we was saying that we are gonna learn a topic. Huh? The name of this topic is present perfect tense. Mhm. Present perfect tense. O en español, presente perfecto.
Yes.
Okay. So, ¿ya has visto este tema antes?
Creo que sí.
Ok, bueno, entonces vamos a darle un repaso, ¿no? Rapidísimo al presente perfecto para ahora sí hacer unos ejercicios. Entonces, dame un segundo para compartir lo que es la pantalla. Present perfect here. Okay. On it. Uh, can you see the complete screen, or you only see the PPT, the PowerPoint?
PTT completely.
Okay, let's check. I'm gonna share it again. What about now?
Um, the screen of PTT.
Okay, great. So we have present simple and present progressive. This is a review. This is before to start. We have to make a review. So we have making a review. Okay, present progressive or present continuous. We usually use it to talk about something that is happening at the moment that's speaking. For example, I am speaking now and I am giving class now. So present progressive or present continuous, we are talking about something that is happening now, something that could be temporarily, temporary actions, something that is temporal. For example, you start reading a book. You start reading a book, and I don't know. You start yesterday or the week ago to start reading this book, but you don't end the book yet. So in this case, we usually use present continuous to talk that you are reading the book, not exactly at this moment at speaking, but you are continue doing it because this activity don't end. And this is like a temporary action, a temporal situation. We have other example here. For example, I'm working in New York this week, in this case, this week, not this week, this month, this year. So this is temporary. We use present continuous to talk about longer actions in progress now. For example, she's studying to be a doctor and he is training for a marathon. So in this case, this is something similar to temporary, not temporary action, but we are talking about longer actions in progress now. Mhm. The other example is by fixed plans. Fixed plans. We are usually use present continuous to talk about in the future. Often in the near future. For example, I'm meeting my friends after work. Or I'm meeting my boyfriend uh, today, tonight, tomorrow, etc. And the last use to present continuous is the trends. When we are talking about trends, we are talking about something that is temporary or that is longer, that is happening around the now. Around the now, for example, more and more people are using cell phones to access the internet. So this is a trend. So when you see a trend, for example, on social media like TikTok or Facebook, this the time that you have to use is present continuous because this is trending. Okay, the other tense is present simple. Difference to present simple is that we usually talk about habits and routines, something that generally do with frequency. For example, I always drink coffee at work. She gets up at 7 a.m. every day. They usually eat dinner at home. So this is something about related to habits, routines, and something that is frequently done. The other use to present simple is to talk about true in the present. For example, he works on Wall Street. She is 60 years old. We live in New York. The other use is to talk about general facts or truths. For example, the earth is not flat, the sun rises in the earth and the east, and the water boils at 100 degrees Celsius. And the other is to feature timetables schedules. In this case, when we are talking about something that is scheduled, that is in a timetables, we usually use present simple. For example, my train arrives tomorrow. We fly to Paris on Monday, and classes begin next week. So this is easy. These times are really easy. So now we are gonna learn, in this case, present perfect tense. Okay, present perfect tense, we are talking about something that happened in the past, but this is true now. In this case, we are not saying that it's happening now. In this case, something that started in past and still happening, but not exactly now. How you can see, for example, in the uses, no, we use it to describe events that happened in the past and are still true now because you can see the results. On Spanish, this is usually used to yo he salido. Ella ha vivido, ¿no? Entonces, en español es más como el ha o he hecho algo. Entonces, en este caso, estamos hablando de eventos que pasaron en el pasado, que aún son, digamos, verdad, porque puedes ver los resultados. Por ejemplo, tenemos aquí una oración que dice, I have lost my keys, so I cannot leave the house. Yo he perdido mis llaves, entonces no puedo dejar la casa. Entonces estamos hablando de un evento en el pasado y este evento en el pasado em, no es, aún sucede, por decirlo así, no ha terminado. Ajá, pero eh, puedes ver los resultados más como relacionado tipo a causa-consecuencia en este caso, el primero, ¿no? Perdí las llaves, no puedo salir. Entonces, en este caso, el tiempo sería, yo he perdido. I have lost my keys. So I cannot leave the house. Y el otro uso es, he has started again the gym and that is why he is so tired. Él ha, em, él ha iniciado, ha empezado el gimnasio otra vez, ¿no? That that is why he is so tired. Es la razón de por qué está cansado. Okay. The other use to present perfect is to describe events that start in past and are still happening now. For example, they have owned different restaurants for several years. Ellos han poseído, ellos han sido dueños de diferentes restaurantes por varios años. And she has lived in Tokyo since 1998. Ella ha vivido en Tokio desde 1998. ¿No? Entonces son eventos que iniciaron en el pasado y que aún siguen sucediendo ahora, ¿no? La diferencia de presente continuo es que estamos hablando que suele ser algo temporal. Ajá, inició en el pasado, aún es verdad ahora, pero es más como temporal. Sabemos que va a terminar en presente perfecto, no. O sea, nada más sabemos que pasó en el pasado, inició en el pasado, aún sigue ahora, pero no sabemos si va a terminar, ¿no? Podría ser una diferencia entre presente continuo y presente perfecto. The other use to present perfect tense is to talk about life experiences. For example, I have visited New York 3 times, and they have done bungee jumping on several occasions. Okay, when we talk about present perfect tense, this is most common to talk about experiences, life experiences, or in this case, when someone asks you, have you ever done bungee jumping? So when we usually listen or someone asks you on with have you ever, the answer it's gonna be on present perfect tense. Have you ever done bungee jumping? No, I have. I haven't, but I like to try it maybe. Yes, I have done it several occasions now. And the last use, well, no, this is a noun, a not too important noun. Okay, in this case, it's important to have the difference to present perfect to past simple. When we talk about past simple, we are talking about something that happened and this activity end. Something happened in past and end in the past, so this activity don't continue. So and this is something similar when we are talking about experiences of someone that isn't more with us, not as someone life if that person has died, because the person isn't no more here. No, the person passed away. So in this case, when we are talking about experiences of these persons that pass away, we have to use past simple tense, not present perfect. Yeah, we use present perfect to talk about experiences, but if the person died, if the person passed away, we have to use past simple tense, never present perfect tense. For example, Michael Jackson performed in Britain many times. And it's incorrect to say Michael Jackson has performed in Britain many times because he is not more here with us. He passed away. Okay, so do you have any questions?
No.
Okay. The grammar. Okay. My present perfect, we have to use auxiliary verb. In this case, the auxiliary verb is the verb to have. So in this case, you have the next structure. Subject plus to have plus verb. In this case, the verb by present perfect tense, it's gonna be on past participle. And continue with the complement. For example, she has cooked very well. I have drunk too much. I have worked very hard this week. So when we are talking about a present perfect tense, we have to use the verb auxiliary or the auxiliary verb have plus the verb on past participle. It's really different past participle to past. By past or in regular in verbs on past ends with ed, and this is something similar by past participle. In regular verbs they ends with ed, but the irregular verbs change completely. For example, drink. Drink in present, drunk in past, drunk past participle, and drinking in gerund. So it's really different past participle. Drunk. And in this case, could is irregular too, but this a verb that don't change. Couldn't. Do you have any questions about this?
No.
¿Ya te acordaste de este tema?
Sí, un poco más.
Un poquito más. Okay. By negative statements, we have to use the not. So, like other rules, the not is next to the auxiliary verb. So the not is next to have. So in this case, the grammar structure is negative plus have plus not plus verb on past participle plus complement. For example, she has not cooked very well. I have not drunk too much. We haven't run fast enough. Hello, we haven't already arrived. He hasn't sung for 3 hours. They've not called you since yesterday. So you have two options. You can write has not or haven't. No, have not, haven't, or hasn't. Mhm. So you can write has not, have not, or haven't, or hasn't. The verb on a past participle and the complement. And my questions, okay? We know that when we wanna make questions, we have to write first the auxiliary verb. So in this case, the auxiliary verb is have. So you have to write have plus subject plus verb and past participle plus complement plus question mark. For example, has she cooked very well? When we have these types of questions, these are usually a yes no questions. So you can answer yes or no, but remember the completely response or the correct response is yes, no she has, or yes I has, I have, sorry, or no she hasn't, no I haven't. So it's important when we answer yes no questions to answer the complete way. Present simple no, is yes, I am, or no, I'm not. Present perfect, yes, I well, usually is yes, I am, or yes, I am doing, or no, I am not doing. And present perfect is has. No, yes, she has. No, she hasn't. We have other question. For example, have you lived in a town? And you can answer yes, I have. No, I haven't. And the last example is has he complete the homework? And you can say yes, he has. No, he haven't. Okay. Obviously, my the WH question is first to the auxiliary verb. Always the WH question is first. So WH question was the have or subject, verb and past participle, complement, and question mark. Okay. Do you have any questions?
No.
Okay, so to make our review, I like to start with this activity. This is crossword. You click here, now start. So in this case, this is the first, and we have a question. What is the past participle of write? And you write the verb here. You choose other option, and you have
The
here.
past participle of sleep.
And we have here a question, but this is to listening, not to listen. We have their option, and we have image. If you want to see the image, because this is really, really smaller, you have to click at the image, and you can see it. The image it's getting bigger. You can close here, and you write the answer. This case, this is maybe atrapar, no? Catch. So we have to write two past participle tense. So I'm gonna share this activity with you by WhatsApp. Done. Did you got it?
Is right. Está cargando.
Okay, don't worry. Lo abres, ves así, no te aparece como un anuncio, en este caso de la página directa. Nada más es corto, le das en Start, ¿vale? No es necesario identificarte con que le des en el Start.
Okay.
¿Vale? Y al final, pues hay que tomarle una foto al score, ¿vale?
Okay, yes.
Okay. Listo. Ok, pues vamos a ver. 86 de 86 de 100. Ok, tuvimos a lo mejor algunos errores. Vamos a ver. Creo yo tenía las respuestas en algún lado, pero pues vamos a ver mejor pregunta por pregunta, ¿no? ¿Cuál es el pasado de bright? Pues
Brighten.
broad.
Grout.
Ah, yes, brighten, yes, brighten. Luego, este de aquí
Es,
es robar, ¿no?
ajá. Esa no la
Stolen,
tuve bien.
stolen, ajá,
Ah,
stolen. Ajá. Luego, este es andar en bici, ¿no? Que sería ride.
right.
Sería riding. Ujú. Luego tenemos, este es el 4, este es el 5, a ver. El pasado participio de throw.
Throne.
Thrown, exacto. Las 6.
Esto.
Quedamos que este era cachar, ¿no? Entonces, ya caught, ¿no?
Cow.
1, 2. Falta la 3. Quién sabe dónde está, pero vamos con la 7. El pasado participio de grow.
Ground.
Grown. Exacto. Grown. Luego la 8 es esta de acá.
Es
Ok, este
resbalando.
es caer, ¿no? Caer. Se está cayendo, ¿no? Caer, caerse. ¿No? Sería fallen, ¿no?
Fallen.
Yes, ¿no? Ok.
Yes.
Luego tenemos. Esta es la 8, la 9, aquí está.
The past participle of drink.
El pasado participio de drink es drunk, exacto. Drunk. Luego, esta de aquí, que igual está como la 9, a lo mejor es la 3. Dice el pasado participio de drive. Y el pasado participio de drive es draw. No, driven, sorry. Drive, drive. Luego, 9, 10.
The past participle of sleep.
El pasado participio de sleep. Sleep, sleep, it's slept, ¿no? Sleep, slept.
Slept.
The past participle of sleep.
10, la 11.
Soplar.
Ok, este es soplar, exacto. Soplar, no le está soplando. Entonces, blow es soplar, ¿no? Pasado participio de blow es blown. Blown. Luego, la que sigue es esta de acá. Ay. 11, 12, acá está.
The past participle of lose.
Lost.
Ajá, lose, lost. Luego, 11, 12. Acá está la 13.
The past participle of eat.
El pasado participio de eat es eaten, ¿no?
The past participle
Luego,
of eat.
13, 14. El pasado participio de hurt pues hurt, ¿no? Hurt, hurt. Y la última, la 15.
The past participle of meet.
El pasado participio de meet. Met.
Met.
Exacto. Met. Y para que no nos quedemos como con la duda.
Lo quiero, lo tengo. Regresa Belleza Libre de...
Qué trampa.
Sí. Dame un segundo. Es que sí lo tengo guardado, pero no sé dónde está. Y como no sé dónde está, me voy a tardar en encontrar las respuestas. Es más fácil que lo busque directo en el ejercicio, ¿no? Acá está. Aquí están las respuestas. Aquí está el crossword. hasta arriba. Hasta arriba está. ¿No?
Sí.
Ridden, stolen, ridden, driven, drunk, throw, caught, grown, slept, fallen, met, eaten, lost, blown, ¿no? Blown, and heart. ¿No? Estas serían las respuestas correctas. ¿Vale? ¿Tienes alguna duda, alguna pregunta del ejercicio?
No, nada más me había equivocado en la de Stolen, como que no recordaba bien. Y
Ajá,
pues, esas dos fueron las que sí no sabía.
que no, de plano no.
Sí,
Me
es
lo voy a
que
tomar.
no me
Ajá.
acordaba cómo se escribía una y yo creo que perdí mucho tiempo en eso.
Probablemente, ¿vale? No te apures, ¿vale? Suele pasar. No somos como perfectos en este sentido de a la hora de escribir, ¿no?
Ujú,
Pero pues lo importante es no tratar de acordarnos mínimo de cómo se pronuncia, ¿no? Ya sabiendo cómo se pronuncia, pues ya te das una idea, ¿no? De cómo se escribirá,
ujú.
¿vale? Ok. Vamos a continuar. Todavía tenemos unos 6 minutos. Vamos a hacer otro ejercicio. Este otro ejercicio está mucho más fácil porque este solo es match, ¿no? Match the answers. Match the words. Enlazan las palabras, ¿no? Matching pairs. Vamos a hacer pares. Este está más fácil. Le das en start. Solamente seleccionas uno con uno, lo otro con otro. Obviamente no está marcando mal. Nice.
Digo,
Te da tres intentos, ¿no? 3 intentos y después de los 3 intentos ya no te deja, ¿no? Te da un, en este caso me dio un 0 porque no contesté ninguna, ¿vale?
Ok,
Ok. Este ejercicio también está bastante sencillo. Te lo voy a compartir por WhatsApp también. A ver. Listo. Ok, este estaba mucho más sencillo, ¿no? Bueno, tenemos 96, pero me imagino yo que ha de haber sido por enlazar mal, ¿no? Pero al final de cuentas, pues te da a todos, ¿vale?
Sí.
¿Tienes alguna duda, alguna pregunta?
No, creo que no.
Break, broken.
Um,
Build, build.
Build.
Begin.
Become.
Become. ¿Dónde está became? Sí dice become, pero es become. Sí, dice está mal. Lo voy a corregir después. Bring, brought. Y este que se parece mucho, bought, es de buy. Ahí abajo. Aquí está. Bow, buy.
Flow.
Tenemos blow, blown. Una vez esta que está por acá arriba. Acá está. Blown, blow. Luego bite, Python, ¿no? Fácil. Bleed, bled. Luego nos falta, ok, begun. Beat, lo que estaba como beaten. Event iría con band. ¿Vale?
Ok.
Entonces, vamos a terminar por el día de hoy, ¿vale?
Sí.
Y continuaríamos el próximo martes, ¿vale?
Ok, sí, teacher.
Voy a darle un repaso a estos verbos porque vamos a estar utilizando presente perfecto, ¿vale?
Ok, sí.
Okay.
Sí,
Entonces, si no hay dudas, si no hay preguntas, terminamos por el día de hoy y nos vemos el martes. Aviso, el jueves no creo poderte dar clase, de hecho le voy a comentar igual a Teacher Miguel, pero el jueves sí no voy a poder darte clase porque voy a salir prácticamente, entonces no voy a estar en casa. ¿Vale?
Ok.
Entonces, el martes tomamos y ya el jueves pues ya vemos si lo reponemos otro día, ¿vale? Igual se lo voy a comentar a Teacher Miguel en caso de que a lo mejor él pueda dar la clase, ¿vale?
Ok, sí, sin problema.
Ok, vale. Entonces, si no hay dudas, si no hay preguntas, nos vemos hasta el martes. Bye
Thank you,
bye.
teacher. Take care.
See you.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye. Take care.